Winfield taking aim at the milestone. Second inning, first at bat, Winfield against Miguel Jimenez of the A's, and goes after a high hard one. Fourth inning, Winfield with a runner on bounces meekly into a 4-6-3 DP. In the seventh, all eyes were on Big Dave, all lenses as well. This time against the A's, Kelly down. High chopper right off home plate. They'll never get it. Hit number 2,999. Then in the ninth inning, the Twins down against Dennis Eckersley. Dennis Eckersley. The crowd comes to his feet. Let's listen to John Gordon.
Grounded towards the hole. Hit number 3,000 for David Mark Winfield.
The call of the historic moment by John Gordon of the Twins radio station WCCO in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Winfield becoming the 19th player to get 3,000 hits. Does it against one of the all-time best relievers in Eckersley. A big smile for Big Dave. A night he will always remember, and with good reason. After the game, Winfield talked about the distractions of reaching 3,000 hits.
I don't think it's so much the pressure, because I've played this game a long time. A lot of distractions, a lot of things that creep into your mind, into your thinking, and then every time you don't get a hit, you can just hear the sigh of the people like, oh, you know, come on. And I've had so many people say, just relax, take it easy. And you do. You know, there's a combination of being ready, uptight, you know, ready to go, and then there's times that you're very loose. And it just hasn't been clicking for me a lot recently, and I'm just happy to get a couple of knocks tonight, and feels like the weight of the world is off of me. I really feel good now.
And he should feel good. I mean, you talk.
Besides Winfield's 3,000th hit, it was tied the fourth and the third. And just about as many walks, and that put Buck in a bad mood. Sox jump out to a 6-1 lead, and they held on with D like that. Billy Hatcher taking a hit away from Wade Boggs. In the eighth, Butch is worried. The bases are loaded for Mike Stanley. He's got 3 grannies already, and he goes deep to right. The Yanks think it's number 4. Rob Deere doesn't. It's a sac fly. 2 batters later, still 6-4 Sox, and Paul O'Neill called third strike, and he goes ballistic. John Hirschbeck tosses him out. O'Neill tosses the helmet and the bat, part of an 0-for-3 evening. Buck has to come out and settle him down. In the ninth, it's loaded again, and Mike Stanley still bidding for that 4. Oh, you gotta make contact. Stanley 0-for-3, and the Sox win by a score of 6-4. So the Yankees now in a second-place tie with Baltimore, 4 behind the Jays in the good old days by recapturing that magic. Mike McFarland, Gary Gaetti, Hubie Brooks, all victims in the second. For the Royals, Mark Gardner, he's on in relief, and Ken Griffey is walked. And then it's Buhner who's walked. Royals allow 13 men to reach first via the walk. Greg Litton wasn't walking, but running down first base thanks to a shot down the line. Buhner and Blowers are in. 9-0 Mariners. They get 3 in the second, third, and fourth, and that was plenty for Johnson, who again goes after them in the seventh. In the eighth, we have 1 out, runner at first. Johnson says, yeah, 3-2, and Brian McCray down the line in third. Past Flowers, the no-hitter is broken up, and Johnson gets pulled with some very impressive numbers. 140 pitches. After he gave up that hit, he immediately appeared to lose some steam. 15 Ks.
3-1 Expos in the fifth. Mark Whitten changes that, though. With a man on, he stands and admires his handiwork. Homer number 25 to tie the game at 3. In the sixth, though, man on third for Marquise Grissom. Hits the fly to center. Now, Mark Whitten, he's got no chance to get the runner at third. Lansing, he scores easily, but look at the throw. Watch this anyway. On the fly. Now, if you got to turn your eyes. This is Moise Alou. If you don't want to see something ugly, he rounds first base, and watch what happens to his left leg. Turn your eyes, please. How bad was that? Look at the reaction. The second base umpire, Bill Hahn, Luis Alicea of the Cardinals. A compound fracture of the left leg, a terrible dislocation of the ankle. Moise Alou's season is done. That's awful. Expos, the good news, they've won 17 out of 19. They cut the Phillies lead to 5 in the East. The bad news, Alou is gone. That's 18 homers and 85 RBIs. Well, some good defense by Joe Oliver. The Cincinnati catcher is in your face. I've heard that before. Hal Morris with a catch in enemy territory. With the score 1-0 Atlanta. Nice catch. In the sixth, Morris takes John Smoltz to the gap. Larry Lubers, the pitcher, on base. He scores. But look at the play coming up. Justice and Blauser, and the relay throw. And Olsen has the plate blocked beautifully, and Brumfield's a dead duck. Score tied at 1. Top of the ninth. Smoltz still in. The aforementioned Mr. Brumfield gets revenge. There it goes. Solo shot. Ron Gant can't do anything about it. 2-1 Reds lead it They lead it in the ninth. Bottom of the ninth, one out. You knew the Braves would rally. You just knew it. They don't go down calmly. They don't go down at all. Justice ties it up. His 37th of the year. This one off Spradlin. We're tied at 2. Now to the bottom of the 12th. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Blauser. Could he beat the throw to the bag at the infield hit? The game be over? Yes. The pitcher can't get there in time. Pacoda scores. Braves win it again, 3-2. Are they ever going to lose again? They now have a 4-game lead over the Giants in the NL West. They won 10 of 11. Their magic number is down to 13. And the Braves have the Mets coming in for the weekend. Yes, at 2. Chris Donald's at second for Houston. And Andel Arcedeno singles up the middle. Donald's rounds third, goes home. But did he touch the bag? I don't think so. The Rockies appeal. You never see this. You're seeing it. He's called out on the appeal. Game still tied at 2, and Galarraga singles in the 4th, singles again in the 6th. In the 8th, he doubles to left center, keeping the rally alive. Next batter, Todd Jones intentionally walks Charlie Hayes, and that would bring up Joe Clark. He would make him pay. Drive one to left center, 3-run shot. Rockies go on to win it 6-3. Don Baylor had a lot to smile about. The Rockies win the season series 11-2. That sets the major league record for winning percentage for an expansion team against an established team.
Highlights, and there you go. These guys are a little rougher. Look at the D by Robbie Alomar. Ranges to his right and throws out Kent Urbeck at first. Now later it's Devo. Are we not men? We are Devo with homers. 3-0 Jays. Just threw that in there, Fred. And look at Kevin Tapani. He didn't like that line or the home run. Now in the 6th, and Ricky Henderson singles to center. Ed Sprague is going to come in to make it 4-0, but Pat Borders, the leg never touches the plate. And alert Brian Harper puts on the tag, but it was academic. 4-2, Blue Jays win their 6th in a row. Win number 18 for Henkin, who allows 1 run on 2 hits in 8 innings.
Why? The guy liked it. He didn't move him. Anyway, they're playing great D. Look at Robin Yount, one of those 3,000 hit guys. Great diving grab. Darrell Hamilton, because he got 300 hits. Running catch out there. And Phil Garner smiling. He said, hey, I'll tell you what he said in a minute. Bottom of the 2nd, scoreless game, Dave Nilsson, solo shot, heading out at the right field corner, 1-0 Milwaukee. Then, top of the 5th, still 1-0. Cal Aldred strikes out Chris Hoyles, looking a 3-hit shutout, a complete game. The gem, as it is called in the business, is Milwaukee wins it 2-0 on 3 hits. Now, Garner promised that if the team didn't get 6 hits tonight, he was going to shave his head. We are standing by. To Detroit, the Tigers and the Cleveland Indians tonight. Fans stepping in line like a choo-choo train. The new wave. Top of the 2nd, Tribe already leading there, Devo. 1-0 when Candy Maldonado rips David Wells deep to left. Eric Davis bids on the ball. Valiant effort to rob him, but can't get to it. It's over the fence, 2-0 in favor of Cleveland. Meanwhile, Indians pitchers get great support behind them as Carlos Baerga. Watch this nice spinning play to get Lou Whitaker. And then in the 6th inning, still 2-1, Jim Thome climbs the ladder and left his socks on the ground to end the Tigers' bases-loaded threat, 3-1.
Too late, or maybe the crime dog right on time here in the 4th inning. In a scoreless game, Otis Nixon comes in to score, and it's 1-0 Atlanta. Now in the 7th, Mets with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Jeff Kent. Oh, that would do damage if Avery didn't grab it. And Kent is just a little upset about not getting a RBI single there. So in the 9th, it's still 1-0 Braves. Eddie Murray, no one will touch this, except maybe a fan or worker. That is a blast off Greg McMichael. First blown save opportunity in 16 tries for Mac. But we go to the 10th, and there is the hero. Ron Gant drives one over the center fielder's head. Otis Nixon scores from 2nd with the winning run. Ron Gant, again, is Mr. Clutch. 17 RBIs in his last 6 games. And Atlanta, ho-hum, another victory with some late heroics. 2-1 the final there as the Braves win for the 9th time in their last 10, including 3 straight in their final at-bat. So the pressure was on the Giants again. They had to win sooner or later, or did they? What happened tonight in Cincinnati besides Jose Rio loading up that squirt gun? In the 1st inning, John Roper offers Matty Williams the meatball, and that's gone for home run number 35. 2-run shot, 2-0. Giants with the lead. In the 6th now, and Rio taking some pot shots. Robbie Thompson is at the plate with men on 2nd and 3rd, and base knock to left field. Bill Swift comes in to score to make it 7-0 San Francisco. Rio, you still can't see him, but you're getting wet. In the bases-loaded situation, Rob Dibble in the 7th, facing Luis Mercedes. Deep to center, and Willie Tubbs is Willie Flubs. for the Cincinnati Reds. He has a difficult time as that will clear the bases. Rough night for Davey and Cincinnati. What else is new? 13-0 the final as San Francisco breaks out with that rare combination of hitting and pitching, banging out 17 hits, and the Giants at long last snapped that 8-game slide. Kurt Manwaring 4 for 5, 2 RBI.
Critters flying around Busch Stadium. A beetle and I think a moth. Bottom of the fourth, Ray Langford, solo shot to tie up the ball game at 1 apiece. And it stayed that way until Rich Audie making his first major league, or hitting his first major league hit, an RBI single right there, 2-1 Pittsburgh. The throw home, not even close. May have taken that moth out, we're not sure. Kevin Young scores, and there you have the final score, 2-1. Pittsburgh is a winner, and once again, the Bucks have won 5 straight. Now to Houston, where the Astros and the Padres got in. No bugs there. It's an indoor stadium. Pete Harnisch on the hill, no hits through 4. Ricky Gutierrez, look at a play by Andujar Cedeno right there. Nice bounce pass over to first, gets him. It's a no-hitter for Harnisch. When Jarvis Brown, at the top of the 7th, lays down a bunt, Harnisch fields it. Got to hurry. Error? I mean, the thing was all over the place. Well, they scored it a base hit. Thank you for the home cooking in my own home stadium, says Harnisch. Another look at it. No chance to make the play. It looks like an error all the way, but they give him a hit, and that would be the only hit of the ball game for San Diego. Not for Houston. Chris Donalds with the bases loaded, doubles to right center over the head of Derek Bell. 1 run easily, quick relay, close play at the plate, but Caminiti dives in safely. A 3-run 7th. The Astros go on to win it 3-0, but yet again more tough luck for Pete Harnisch. His second one-hitter of the season. He had one in the month of July ball game. 1-0 Marlins, top of the second. Alex Arias takes his ex-mate Mike Harkey deep to left field and out. 2-0 in favor of the Marlins. It's a tight race. bottom of the 9th inning. Brian Harvey in relief. Steve Buechele looking. 44 of 47 saves for Harvey. The guy never did wake up. They have, you see, Armstrong got the win today. They had to lift Armstrong. He got a little bit tired. But this is the first real chance all week that Harvey has had a chance to save a game. Renee Latch.